Hello everyone. Sorry for being inactive most of the month, but because it's October, I wanted to make a video talking about scary things I've experienced. The problem is that a lot of stuff is way too personal for me to get into. However, there is one story from when I attended private school that is quite haunting over 10 years later. So for now, let's begin. Over 10 years ago, I attended a private school. The school really wasn't the best. The education was behind nearby public schools. I got sick multiple times there, far more than I did when I went to public school up to graduation, and we just did not have the same opportunities as others. This tale takes place, I believe, in my last year there. We had a principal there that everyone really respected and overall seemed like an alright enough guy. Now, despite the school not being the best, we did have our own little culture in a way. Every Halloween, the school would be decorated and all sorts of fun activities would go on. There would be book fairs, field trips. There were some good memories made there, along with those I would rather leave in the past. But despite this, little did all of us know that there was something slithering in the halls. Something nobody could have seen coming. The time skipped to near the end of the school year. I was selected among a small group of elementary students to receive a grand tour of the entire school building, courtesy of the principal. To understand why this was a big deal at the time, the elementary students, everyone from kindergarten to 5th grade, or for those not familiar with the United States schooling system ages 5 to 11, were mainly restrained to one floor unless we got permission to go to a higher floor. There was a floor below it and multiple floors above, but we could not go there. This floor we were on was sort of the main floor. The cafeteria and the main office area were on the floor. It was pretty exciting for me. I wanted to see what the other floors held, being more of the adventurous type since my childhood home was in the middle of the woods and being used to exploring overall. With the small group, the principal led us along, showing us everything, talking about future plans for the school. And there's one particular memory I have. I remember walking right alongside him. It's a detail I remember so vividly, and I will explain why this is later. By the end of the school year, due to how poor the education was in the school and feeling robbed out of money, my parents pulled me out of the school after the year ended. I was put into a public school, said to be the best in the area, although that is highly debatable. It was the following summer, when I had pretty much forgotten about that private school, that something absolutely horrifying came out on the local news that we were watching. The principal of that private school had been arrested and charged for being in a sexual relationship with a minor. The same man I had walked right beside. The same man everyone respected and who seemed to have no skeletons in his closet. He was a predator, a wolf in sheep's clothing. This might not seem like a huge thing to some people, but it's something that is haunting to think about. It was then that I realized that sexual predators weren't just the shifty-looking son of one of your neighbors, which, yes, one of my neighbor's sons actually got locked up. It happened before I was born, though, and he was still locked up when I was a kid. But people that you think you can trust. People that look so trustworthy, but have much darker intentions. While I feel horrible for what the girl he abused went through, in a strange way, I'm thankful to have learned early on that just because someone looks or acts like they have the best of intentions, you just never know what they could be hiding behind closed doors. And to the principal, to the man I once walked alongside, completely oblivious of the dark secret you held, let's never meet again. And that is my private school horror story. I know this was short, but I wanted to make another Storytime video just for this month. It's not something I plan to do all the time, but regardless, I hope you enjoyed this video. Anyways, I hope to see you guys next time.